Okay, I've decided to make a video to talk about the school openings. I dabbled in process reengineering and process diagramming, flow charting, process improvement and stuff in my earlier life. And I'm just looking at the processes involved in a child's life during a normal school day. Okay, and I don't think anybody's thought of all these things. I really don't. But let's just talk about getting ready for school. Let's say you have a 12-year-old. Okay, in the past, you just get him up, get him ready for school, and take them, he or she, down to the bus stop. They get on the bus, go to school. Okay, now you've got to get your child up, get him ready for school, fix him breakfast, get his stuff together. But now you have to make sure, does he have masks, enough masks to get through the day? Does he have hand sanitizer that he can use? Does he have wipes that he can use? And then you make sure he's got all that, and then you take him to the bus stop. Okay. Now, does he have to wear his mask to the bus stop? Okay. Once all the kids are at the bus stop, let's say 5, 6, 7, I don't know. Who's responsible for them? What if some kids show up and he doesn't have a mask on? Who's responsible for that? I don't know. Who keeps them social distanced? I don't know. Are you going to be able to tell another parent's kid, hey, don't touch my kid? I mean, I don't know how that's going to work. And now let's talk about them getting on the bus. Okay, I'm sure they're going to be very disciplined, keep their social distancing as they walk up the steps to the bus. Okay, who's the first person they see or come within 6 feet of? The bus driver. Now, that bus driver is going to come in contact with every student that gets on that bus 4 times a day if he drives the route 2 times a day. Okay? Is he going to be, are the buses going to be modified so he's separated with a plexiglass barrier on both sides of the students? Okay. Now, do students have assigned seats? Or is somebody going to instruct them that the first child on goes to the very back seat and sits in that seat? The next goes to the seat and sits next to him? And as a point of reference, school bus seats aren't 6 feet wide. So that means only one kid per seat. Now, simple math tells you they're going to have to order twice as many school buses and get twice as many bus drivers if they're going to be transporting the same amount of kids. Okay? Now, who's going to monitor the students, once they're on the bus? The kid's on the bus. The bus driver's locked up in his plexiglass thing. He can't do it. So, do you have a monitor in a hazmat suit, making sure the kids are keeping their masks on, aren't touching each other, aren't playing around, aren't acting like kids? Who's going to do that? Okay, now they get to school. Who's going to make sure they get off in a safe and timely manner? And once they step off the bus, who's responsible for those kids? Is there only one entrance to the school? Are there multiple entrances? Are the kids going to be checked at the doors before they get into a massive amount of other children? Who's going to do that? How's that going to be done? And again, they're going to have to stay social distancing. That's going to take a long time. Are there going to be scheduled times when each kid's supposed to be there? What happens if they're late? What happens if a bus is late and it has a flat tire? I don't know. I don't think anybody knows. I was reading here in town, one of the plans is they're going to have staggered entrance times, which I think means staggered exit times. They're going to have staggered hand washing periods during the day. They're going to have staggered lunch times. I don't know if they still have recess. I mean, how in the world is recess going to work? Are we going to keep them in these building with no physical activity at all? I don't know. That's another question. I saw where a private Catholic school, I think in Massachusetts, they stated that it's, mentally debilitating for these kids not to be together in groups and get together. So they've decided they're going to have school. And to make sure the kids are safe, they basically build a 3-wall structure around each desk that the child sits at. So they're worried about the kids not having school and having this interaction, and it's going to hurt them mentally. But having them sit for 6 hours in a frickin' plexiglass cubicle isn't. These kids are 12 years old. Now sit there, don't move, don't do anything. Sit right there. I don't understand this. I don't know where it's written in stone that everybody has to graduate from high school when they're frickin' 17 or 18 now. Nah. Hey, maybe it's better if they don't graduate from high school till they're 20. I don't know what the big difference is there. Okay? I just don't get it. And now, here's the big thing that really amazed me. Shows you how much thought has gone into this. I graduated from Purdue University, well-renowned university for science, technology, physical sciences, health and safety, blah, blah, blah. Brilliant. We've had more astronauts from Purdue than any other school. Engineering, amazing place, full of smart people. And Purdue, under Mitch Daniels' leadership, man, I'm going to tell you, I'm amazed. School's supposed to start in approximately, a month and 6 weeks. We got a report that 8% of the classrooms have been modified to make them safe for the coming year. They've placed plexiglass barriers between the instructors and the students, and there's a minimum of 10 feet between the instructors and the students, okay? And Purdue, in their knowledge and wisdom, again, under Mitch Daniels, which he approved, even though the CDC says you should maintain a distance of 6 feet between people for social distancing to stop the spread, Purdue, in their wisdom, and this was stated and quoted by their head of sustainability, and he's got something to do with, design and stuff. At Purdue, they're only going to have the students be 4 feet and 6 inches away. And we did a lot of research on that. Purdue, again, big research university and stuff. The reason we're only doing it 4 feet 6 and not 6 feet is because, get ready, drum roll, the students are all supposed to be facing in the same direction during class. That's right. A world-renowned university has determined that during class, all students look straight ahead. It's a fact. Man, I know I didn't go to all my classes, but I miss those ones where everybody looks straight ahead the full class. I don't know. So, my point is, nobody has thought this thing out. The government and your school boards, if they are saying they're going to open up, they're playing Russian roulette with your children and your grandchildren. They have no idea. And if we lose a few kids, hey, collateral damage, because we are too lazy. We were too lazy to do what we should have done earlier. So now your kids may pay. And I think it's amazing, and I think it's an insult that this administration has determined that working Americans will sacrifice their children on the altar of this economy, on the altar of capitalism. Your kids don't count. And guess what? Our government is so crass, they're making you choose. You're either going to risk risk the lives of your children and send them to school so you can go to work, or you're going to lose your job. So what is it? I mean, this is pathetic. Is this what this country has come to? Okay. Now on the lighter side, I'm going to try and tell a joke. Okay, like most of you, I was trying to do something good for myself. Take this as this isolation, quarantine period as opportunity to do something good for myself. Work out, blah, blah, blah. And I was going to go on a diet. And so I saw this diet on TV. They guaranteed you'd see reductions of up to 20%. I go, man, that's for me. In 30 days. So I bought it, started eating it. Tastes like dog food. And it gave me gas. I was tooting like the little engine that could. You know, it was terrible. So I called them up and said, hey, this thing's not working. I'm 2 weeks into it, and I haven't lost any weight. And they go, are you eating the food? I go, yeah. Do you have a lot of gas? I go, yeah. It's working. It's working. I go, no, it's not. I haven't lost any weight. They go, well, you're not checking the right thing. You need to take a tire gauge and stick it up your ass and see what your pounds per square inch is. So I did that, and guess what? I've lost 3.4 pounds per square inch. So hey, can't complain. That's it. Bye.